Hello ladies, gents, boys and girls, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and welcome back into the PMDG 737-800. We're sat here on the ground on VATSIM as Chanix 94 Charlie Delta with service over to Alicante. We are sat here at RW Presets Newcastle. A flight time of 2 hours 25 minutes roughly. It's quite a quick service down to Alicante. And this was requested by 29 Jobling 91 a couple of days ago. He asked me if I could do Newcastle to Alicante with Jet2, please. So, we haven't been down to Alicante in a while. This is my bread and butter type of flying, 2 hours on VATSIM. So we'll jump into the flight deck and get everything set up for departure. So, welcome into the 737-800 by PMDG. We are also using the Boris AudioWorks sound pack as well, so it should add to the experience. Let's jump into the captain's seat. We're on stand 11 here at Newcastle. We'll go into the overhead panel and we'll start with our flows. So, we'll go with the IRSs to the nav position 1 and 2. Everything else is set up over there. We'll go and get one fuel pump on, ready for the APU start. We'll get the emergency exit lights armed, and we'll get the probe heats on. We'll get some electric and hydraulic pumps on. We'll get the seatbelt signs on, and the packs go into the auto position. Let's go and get the PFD ready. So on my side, I want traffic and data, and on the first officer's side, they can have data and terrain. FMC. Let's turn down the lights. It's going to be a day flight. We'll go, that's not done yet, so we can go EGNT, and we are at stand 11. Yes, we are. And we can plug that in. So that's still not appearing yet. It'll take a couple of seconds to get that over there. Let's go and plug in the ATIS. So the ATIS today, 118. 380. Hello? Is there any ATIS? It says on VATSIM radar that ATIS is 118380. Okay, so that's clearly not working, so we might just have to plug in Scottish because they're online. I don't need to do any of that, it should automatically be playing. No, that's a bit strange. Okay, we'll leave that for a second anyway. It might just be changing. So plug that in there. We'll go route, pop our origin in, request sim brief, and we are going to Alicante. We'll go GSX and request boarding.
Boarding requested.
And there's still no ATIS, which is very strange. I do have a profile for this airport. It's a brilliant scenery. I haven't shown it off since. I usually use the Orbeck scenery, but they come out the walkway properly. It's really good how they do it. So we'll plug in the Scottish, which is 1332, and we'll give him a call in a second once we've set up a little bit more. So he's online, yeah. It says ATIS is on, but clearly not. So we'll just load that in anyway.
3610 Golf Whiskey Alpha Victor Alpha.
So I've got the ATIS anyway written down. It's a windy day here at Newcastle. Gusting 24 knots. Departing 07 we will be on the Gurley 1 Tango departure. Initial climb is 8,000 feet. So that's okay. 07. We'll go. We'll wait for the departure number. I know there's only one departure out of 07, but he might give us a heading.
Confirm squawk is 401
we'll just plug it in because he will give us that. So we'll go Gurley 1 Tango.
4, that's correct. Descend flight level 1.
We'll go and get some
20.
airport charts up. Ready?
Good evening, Golf Romeo Victor Romeo Bravo on the ground skyport at Liverpool. Information Bravo, citation 750, airport off, please.
APU can start. It sounds busy. Scottish control. It is quite late in the evening in the UK when recording this, so I highly doubt we'll get any ATC down in Alicante. And he might go offline soon, so.
Easy 59 Romeo Juliet Scottish, good evening. Climb now, flight level 280.
So I've set it behind live time.
Level 280, Easy 59 Romeo Juliet.
And Golf Romeo Victor,
Get
Romeo
the,
Bravo, Scottish, good evening. Cleared to Echo Delta,
airport
Quebec, Mike
heading
by the
from
Nancy
runway
250
07, which
departure,
is
squawk
066.
0215.
Clear top, 92 Victor, 0215, Golf Romeo Victor,
Left
Romeo
flight
Bravo.
director, right flight director, because I'm doing the
Golf Romeo
flame.
Victor, Romeo Bravo, correct.
And we get the yaw damper on.
You get 1 Echo, speed 250 knots.
And everything
Speed
is set up
250 knots,
in the
speed
overhead
0
panel.
Osprey 4, route direct Mersey, descend flight
Q&H
level
is set correctly
9
with
0.
the ATIS,
Direct
which is
Mersey,
991
flight level
hectopascals. Lovely, and as you can see outside, the passengers are walking exactly how they would in real life, down the stairs and onto the aeroplane, which is really cool.
Roger, continue approach
So-
from 07. The surface winds 110 degrees, 13 gusting at 23 knots.
Roger, continue approach around 752.
So I think that's someone coming in to land at Newcastle. Get the APU left gen, right gen on. APU bleed can come on, get some heated air into the cabin.
Scottish Control, good evening, KLM23, with you for passing 4,000 feet.
And the rain
KLM
seems to
23,
have stopped.
Scottish, good evening,
good.
climb now, flight level 280.
And the
Level
arrival
280,
looks
okay.
beautiful into Alicante. Looks like we're setting up for the RNAV 28 into Alicante, which is a nicer approach. I prefer the 28 RNAV over the Mountain ILS 10.
Scott Golf Romeo Bravo on Skyport,
The ILS is
requesting
boring. I
start
like
up
the
and
RNAV because
taxi
it gets a bit windy. It comes over the scene in
Golf
real life when you do the
Romeo
RNAV.
Victor, Romeo
It's just
Bravo,
nicer.
hold position,
Plus you get to fly over Benidorm
ready for taxi.
as you come in. So I'll try and stop Benidorm off the left-hand wing when we start descending. Most people who go with Jet2 and fly into Alicante are going to Benidorm, so
Okay.
it's like a little Britain away from home. Right, reserves, let's do some mental maths. So our reserves are going to take us back up to Barcelona, and it wants us to have 3.1 tonnes of fuel, and we're going to go for 57 on the cost index, 330, and the cruise wind's going to be 253 at 54 knots. Execute that. We're going to go route performance, click that, and then we're going to go over to our performance tab. Going to get the runway 07 plugged in, and it's going to give us flat 25, so that's interesting. So it's going to give us no assumed temperature, full 26k for departure. I suppose that's because the gusting winds. It's going to give us flat 25. Let's fill out the second page first. So it's got
heading vector approach 05 right.
runway slope of 0.0. That was the wrong one.
Continue
And then the runway wind at the moment is 110, sorry, at 13, gusting 24, of course. We'll put wet because it was raining, and it says it's raining on the ATIS. Flat 25, trim of 4.05.
And Golf Romeo Bravo ready for
148,
taxi.
140, 139.
Golf Romeo Bravo,
Lovely. So
taxi
we'll go
line Alpha,
148.
holding Print Charlie, runway 09, call ready.
Alpha to Charlie 09, welcome.
And we'll
Golf
set
Romeo
the
Bravo.
Minus 752, establish glide with 07.
Minus 752 Whiskey, thanks, runway 07, cleared to land.
So to land 07, minus 752.
Parking
Minus
brakes set.
545, fly heading of 295.
And let's try and butt in and see if we can get some clearance. And Scottish Control, a very good afternoon. It's Chanix 94 Charlie Delta. We're 737-800 Newcastle, stand 11, with information Bravo requesting IFR clearance over to Alicante, please.
Selling final 4 Charlie Delta, Scottish, good evening, cleared to Alicante, Gurley 1 Tango departure, squawk 0235.
Cleared to Alicante on the Gurley 1 Tango departure, and squawk 0235 for Chanix 94 Charlie Delta.
Selling final 4 Charlie Delta, correct. Break easy, 81 Echo.
Right, lovely. So we have clearance. We've got to wait for GSX to finish boarding, and then we can push back. We've got to wait for the IRSs as well. So I'll leave you for a second.
10,000 feet, QNH 985 hectopascals, easy.
Right, we've asked for pushback. We just need to get in contact with good old ATC, but he is slightly busy. So we've got the beacon lights on, and we are ready for push.
545, climb flight level 240.
So I'll wait until there's a little break in ATC activity, and then we can jump in.
The 59 Romeo Juliet, no further ATC, monitor 122-way, goodbye.
Unicom 122.8, easy 5 number, immediate, bye-bye.
KLM 23, monitor advisory 122-8, bye.
122.8, KLM 23, thank you, have a good night.
Ryanair 752 Whiskey, welcome to Newcastle, taxi via Delta and Alpha, stand number 2.
Thanks, Delta Alpha stand 2, Ryanair 755 to Whiskey, leaving.
DZ245, when ready, descend flight level 110.
Yeah, we're ready, descend flight level 110, Whiskey 245.
DZ81 Echo, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Descent to altitude 3,000 feet, EG1 Echo.
Osprey 4, 30 track mile, 05 right, descent altitude 5,000 feet, Manchester QNH 9 at 85 hectopascal.
500 feet on the QNH 985 hectopascals, that's the full.
Qatari 49er, climb now, flight level 280.
Go for me, Bravo, ready at Charlie.
Golf Romeo Bravo, Roger. By Charlie, line up runway 09, I'll release you in around 2 minutes.
Line up 09, copy that. Romeo Bravo.
Scottish, it's Chanix 94 Charlie Delta, stand 11, requesting push and start, fully ready.
Chanix 94 Charlie Delta, stand 11, push and start is approved. The QNH is 991 hectopascal.
Push and start approved, QNH is 991 hectopascal, so Chanix 94 Charlie Delta.
DZ245 vectoring for
Right,
the
we
ILS
finally
approach
got
runway
our
07, fly
clearance in.
heading 350 degrees, descend flight level 80.
He's clearly busy, so we'll clear the packs. I can break release.
Could you repeat, that was really broken for me, the 245.
DZ245 vectoring for the ILS approach runway 07, fly heading 350
So I know they've asked for our
degrees,
icing procedure
descend
on engine
flight level
start,
80.
but I want to get going as quick as possible. So we'll
go
go limited to ground, and we'll wait for 24 to 25% before we throw fuel in.
Ryanair 462, hello, we are at 9,000 feet.
Ryanair 462, stop descent now, I say again, stop descent now, acknowledge. Correction, climb now.
Can we get a climb altitude, please, Ryanair 462? We had issues with our plane earlier, but we got a hand of it now.
Roger, we'll stop your climb now, flight level 90.
Flight level 90, Ryanair 462, and will do.
Osprey 4, check your pressure setting is 9 at 85 hectopascals, indicating 800 feet below, descent altitude 3,000 feet on 9 or 85 hectopascals.
Sorry, I forgot to take off under pressure myself.
EZ81 Echo, turn to the left on a heading of 090 degrees, descent altitude 2,000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 05.
I was meant to say engine number 2 started correctly then, so let's go to engine number 1.
Yeah, turn left engine and the cleared ILS approach to 05 left, correction right.
He's got a very Manchester accent, hasn't he?
knots.
Fuel in.
Wait, 0 knots, did you say
And there's that Ryanair that landed a couple of minutes ago. Taxi past.
what was the altitude for Osprey 4?
Osprey 4, descent altitude 3,000
Back
feet.
brake on.
3,000, sorry about that.
Confirm good engine start.
Ryanair 462, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Ryanair 462.
So the girly one Tango, so it's 210 after departure.
25 track miles to runway 07, descent
for the first right turn.
2,200 feet. The
Flight level 80.
Newcastle QNH 90901.
Or 080, sorry, not 80. We're not going up to 80,000 feet. So 8,000 feet, 210 knots, and then it's 250. Not a problem.
Whiskey, continue present heading, descend flight level 80.
Got myself alive with that 80,000 feet. Just waiting for the bypass pin, and once we've done that, we can select flaps and do the
your present heading,
checklist.
please. It should be around.
Got to make sure that we do select flap 25. It's a non-normal flap setting for the 7.3. Usually it's flap 5.
Flight level 80.
But I'm assuming Newcastle's runway isn't the longest. With the winds gusting and it wet, it's given us flap 25 just so we can get that bit of clearance and get up quickly.
2 stations there, I did hear both. EZ81 Echo, contact tower 118.630 by.
Contact Master Tower 118.4630, French First, good day.
Osprey 4, turn to the left heading of 090 degrees, cleared ILS, approach runway 05 right.
090 degrees,
bypass.
Overhead panel,
05 right,
left
Osprey
gen,
4.
right gen, taxi line,
Golf,
APU off,
Romeo
start
Bravo,
switches
runway
continuous,
090, surface wind
probe
090
heats
degrees,
can come
21 knots,
on,
cleared for
left
takeoff.
pack, right pack, isolation
Romeo
route,
Bravo, clear takeoff,
auto,
clear
APU
now.
bleed off,
Iridia 2811
and
Scottish, good
let's
evening,
go
defense flight
to
level
flat
180.
1, 2,
flight level
5,
180,
10,
that is Jet2
15,
811.
25.
And Easy 87 Uniform Whiskey, good evening, you're clear to Bristol,
Blank the load
Curly 1
EU.
Tango departure, Squawker
We'll wait until the
0260.
flaps start extending. We'll request our winds to give us an updated time of arrival.
And 545, leaving my sector, monitor advisory 122, that's right, goodbye.
128, bye bye, right now 545.
Sorry 49er, monitor advisory
And we'll
122,
load
that's right,
that.
bye. Ryanair 462, monitor
Full
advisory
right.
122, that's right, goodbye.
Full left, full forward, full
I'm sorry, did you call Ryanair
rudders,
462?
full left, full right, all
Hey,
flight controls
monitor
are
advisory
free and correct.
122, that's right, goodbye.
We are now ready for taxi. Let's see if we
122
can get word in
decimal
edgeways
so
though.
much for the agency, Ryanair 462, goodbye. Have a good night.
Good evening, Easy 24 Tango Bravo, flight level 200, just past Alva.
Easy 24 Tango Bravo, Scottish, good evening, descent flight level 120.
120, Easy 24 Tango Bravo.
Scottish Control, that is Jet2 811, would like to continue descent.
Iridia 2811, descend flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, that is Jet2 811.
Iridia 4 Lima Whiskey, vectoring ILS, approach runway 14, turn to the right heading 305, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, the lead QNH 987 hectopascals.
Roger, Iridia 4 Lima Whiskey, heading 305, vectors for runway 14, descending to 5,000 feet, 987. Iridia 4 Lima Whiskey.
Osprey 4, speed 160 knots or greater, maintain to 4 DME.
161 greater than instinct of 4 DME, I'll space off.
Osprey 4, contact tower 118.630, but goodbye.
18630, thanks for service, have a good night, I'll space off.
Golf Romeo Bravo, report your passing altitude.
Golf Romeo Bravo, passing 4, that is it.
Golf Romeo Bravo, roger, climb now, flight level 190.
Climb now, level 190, Golf Romeo Bravo.
Scottish, it's Janux 94 Charlie Delta, ready for taxi.
Channel 94 Charlie Delta, thanks for waiting, taxi via Alpha, holding point Alpha 1, short of runway 07.
Alpha 1 via Alpha, holding point for 07, Janux 94 Charlie Delta. Right, we finally got a word in edgeways.
Scottish Control, good evening from
Before
Alpha 76.
Scottish Control is really busy, so with taxi it's pretty simple. Small ramp at Newcastle, so it's a right hand turn, follow it round, Alpha, hold short Alpha 1. So it's not too bad. I think I've just checked on the VATSIM radar. Looks like there's an EasyJet shortly.
Scottish Gulf Whiskey Alpha Victor Alpha, 1 nautical mile, northeast of Carlisle, request frequency change 123.605.
Golf Whiskey Alpha Victor Alpha, roger, full conspicuity, frequency change approved, my service terminates, good evening.
Squawk conspicuity, thanks for your help, bye for now.
ED245, I do apologise, turn to the right now, heading 110 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 07, report when established.
Right, heading 110, clear to the ILS 07, approach, report when established.
Iridia 2811, descend flight level 90 and continue your present heading.
Descent flight level 90 and continue present heading, that is Jet2 811.
Right, we're absolutely rammed the rafters on board today. I suppose it's anyone trying to get away from the horrible weather as you can see in the UK. There's a bit of a storm coming through. It's not been nice weather lately. It's been quite stormy coming into land the past few days. In the real world anyway, at my airport, it's been a bit sketchy getting in. Let's just put it that way. Well, Alicante is a firm favourite of holiday makers in the UK.
Golf Romeo Bravo.
At all times of the year, it's pretty much
Tango Bravo,
full.
vectoring ILS approach runway 05 right.
No matter what time of year you fly to Alicante.
Right, heading 285, easy 24 Tango Bravo.
Easy 24 Tango Bravo, thanks, and descend flight level 80.
Send 80, we're 24 Tango Bravo.
So the weather chart as well tells me that it's probably going to be a bit of a bumpy climb out. So you get the autopilot on because that handles the turbulence as best as possible. But it does look like it's going to be quite bumpy, and actually in Spain as well we've got some turbulence warnings as we descend, but that's pretty normal as we descend over the mountains by Alicante. It's quite hilly terrain as you come in, so it's quite usual to get some turbulence.
545, monitor advisory 122, that's way by.
122.8, bye-bye, 145.
Right, we're really nearly ready to rock and roll, so we'll give him a call on the roll. And Scottish, it's Channel 94 Charlie Delta, holding short 07 by Alpha 1.
Channel 94 Charlie Delta, thanks, runway 07, the surface winds are 10 degrees at 13 knots, clear for takeoff, traffic is on 5 miles.
Clear for takeoff 07, traffic 5 miles, Channel 94 Charlie Delta. Right, so basically the 5 mile call tells me to hurry the bloody hell up because that Airbus is not waiting for anyone, so we'll do a rolling takeoff and we'll just punch it and get going. We're all set up here,
Level 80,
so nothing too hard we can't handle, so let's get on the roll.
navigating direct.
Tell you what, the RWE presets have done a really nice job with Newcastle. It's brilliant seeing that. Right, 40%.
TV245, thanks, there's one on the runway, can see approach runway 07, you are number 1.
Toga, set takeoff thrust.
London Control Shuttle 12 Hotel, level 295
Checked.
Shuttle 12 Hotel, Scottish, good evening, descend flight level 250.
Descend flight level 250 for Shuttle 12 Hotel.
V1.
Scottish, good evening, let's go 47 Lima, stand 14 at Leeds with Charlie, A321, clear to Lanzarote, please.
Gear up. Yeah, that wind is not messing around today, is it?
Lima, standby, break TV245, runway 07, clear to land, surface wind 100 degrees at 13 knots.
Runway 07, clear to land, TV245.
Cisco 47 Lima, good evening, you're cleared to Lanzarote after departure runway 14, climb runway heading flight level 80, squawk is 4477.
Go flat 5.
31 Lanzarote, runway 14 departure, after departure, runway heading, climb maintain flight level 80 and squawk 4477, Cisco 47 Lima.
Cisco 47 Lima, correct.
Channel 94 Charlie Delta Airport 2800 for 8000.
Channel 94 Charlie Delta, thanks, climb now, flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, Channel 94 Charlie Delta. Right, okay, cleared up to
Bravo, you've got 25 track miles to runway 05 right, descend to 5,000 feet, the Manchester QNH 985.
We'll go 190, 210 knots.
Send 5,000 feet, and the QNH is 990, bear with me. 985 at Pascal, visa 24 Tiger Bravo.
Thanks, break Golf Romeo Bravo, contact London 127.105, goodbye.
127.105, thanks for the service, good night, bye bye.
Air France Charlie Bravo with you, 4000.
Air France 2 Charlie Bravo, Scottish, good evening, standby.
Okay, right, let's clear that up a little bit. So I think it's got a little bit confused. And we'll click the out intervene because we're cleared up to 19,000. We'll get the
Air France 2 Charlie Bravo, maintain altitude 4,000 feet and continue with your present heading.
Maintain heading and 4,000.
And away we go. Alicante, here we come.
245, taxi Delta, hold at Delta 8.
Taxi Delta, hold at Delta 8, TC245.
Iridia 4 Lima Whiskey, surface winds at Leeds are 080 degrees, 12 knots, runway 14, clear to land.
Well, let's plug the arrival in because the weather says it's going to be the same no matter what.
CV24 Tango Bravo, descent
It's
altitude
the
3000 feet.
Valencia, 3 November.
Down to 3000,
I
the
have,
24 Tango Bravo.
28 Zulu arrival via, I don't know what the wire is.
Stand by.
Valencia, that's the wrong one, isn't it?
EVA7 Uniform Whiskey,
that's
taxi
the,
Alpha, holding point
runway
Alpha
10
1,
arrival,
report when ready.
Valencia, we'll get rid of that. It's the 3 November that we would like, please. And it's
Ready at
the
2811, turn
Zulu
right, heading
28 via
330
Vessel.
degrees, descend to altitude 3000 feet. The lead QNH 987 hectopascal.
Vessel, execute legs. Lovely,
Turn
and
right,
then we'll go and get runway 28 plugged in.
Heading 330.
We'll just do some fixed rings to give us some situational awareness
Was it
and know where
4,000
to
feet? Like,
descend.
Descend to altitude 3000 feet.
Right, init reference.
Descend to altitude
Congo,
3,000 feet, like
There we go. And we can go
281.
standard, and it is very bumper. Very, very bumper.
Everyone, Charlie Bravo, flying correction, turn left heading 145, climb now, flight level 190.
Really, really bumpy. Right, I'll leave you with some climb and cruise highlights, and I'll see you in about 2 hours when we're descending into Alicante.
Everyone, 2 Charlie Bravo.
Hello and welcome back into the flight deck. We are now descending into Alicante. Not too long left to go. Very uneventful flight, no more ATC. And that should be, like I said, Benidorm down there. That is Benidorm in all its glory. I don't know what that is over there. But yeah, there's Seagull Island and Benidorm. Whoa. That was a gust of wind, wasn't it? Yeah, it's been quite bumpy all the way here and back. I mean, at cruise we're at 330 and being knocked around like no one's business. I kept having to pop seatbelts on and every so often. But Alicante's down over there. We are using Pilot Plus, not Pilot Plus, is it just Pilots? LEAL. It's quite outdated actually. It came out quite early in development for 2020 and it doesn't quite fully work with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Well, it does, but it's more to do with the Iberia update for Microsoft. Sadly, due to the update with Microsoft Flight Simulator, there's some uneven terrain, so hopefully it doesn't cause us too much problems. I think it's mostly fixed, but it doesn't look right, so it shouldn't ruin the approach or anything. But yeah, it's not the best. It would be nice for someone to come out with a better version of Alicante, like an Innie Builds or maybe even a Pyrig. I know Pyrig's very close to showing some more information on his Palma de Mallorca, which will be a lovely site. That is an airport I use quite often, so it'd be nice to get a really nice version, because, well, if Pyrig's doing it, it's going to be absolutely perfect, bang on exactly how it is in real life. So this is the segment over the water. We'll make a right hand turn. It's an nav approach onto runway 28. There is no instrument landing system on this runway. After landing, right hand turn onto the taxiway, and then we'll come in. We'll take one of the stands without a jet bridge, as in real life the plane parks at like one of the, they're not remote, but Jet2 park like left of the terminal where all the Jet2 buses are, and they disembark. Sometimes have an air bridge, occasionally, but most of the time it's stairs, double steps. So it's not that nice weather over in Alicante. I mean, it's better than England, but as you can see, there's showers forecast for later on the TAF. We should be, if we were doing a return, we'd be in and out before the showers got there. But there is showers scheduled, which isn't the nicest, so just lucky we're avoiding that. And the wind is supposed to pick up in a little bit, but it's nice stable wind at the moment. Might be a bit blowy as we get close to the runway. I mean, that is part and parcel of landing in over oceans. You get the cool and hot air from the ground that sort of meets each other, and in real life you get some bumpy or rough air. So we want to 3,000, 2,500, and then descending. Should meet that restriction, or might be a little bit different because we've got a Q&H set, and everything is looking good so far. So as you can see, runway 28, 280 degrees. We'll get off at Alpha 2, hopefully, onto Alpha. So we'll get the final approach course of 280 plugged in on the heading, and we'll try and take control a little bit earlier this time. I want to get some hand flying in the 7.3. I don't usually hand fly a lot, but this aeroplane does fly quite nicely. PMDG have brought out the 737-900. I don't own it and I'm not going to plan on getting it, but in a post, Robert Randazzo did state that they are working on a new exterior model for the 737, which will be a free update, so that's exciting. I mean, the model looks okay. There's some things I would change, like the shape of the nose and maybe some wing textures as well, but it's nice, but it's good to see them, you know, adding stuff to the aeroplane. We're about to turn on finally. It says we're still on path. We're higher than it says on the chart, but that might be because of our low Q&H. So you've got flap 5 out. It's a nice draggy flap. in the 7.3. Flap 5 is the flap you want to be selected when you're descending on the glide or descending with an approach. So there's the runway, and we've got 2 reds, 2 whites, so we are on course and on glide. So everything's set up quite nicely. 2 hours 11 minutes airborne. We did get, so after I ended the recording, we were contacted by ATC and he gave us a direct which cut the UK in half. So that's probably saved us the 10 minutes or so to get down here, which is quite nice. So we're going to be nice and early actually for our block, which is always nice. I mean, that's quite a fast flight time. Probably by the time we've touched down, 2 hours 15 minutes airborne. And that sound is really good in the 7.3. When you sit by the doors of the flight deck, you know that pressure noise that you can hear now. It's the plane starting to depressurise itself. It's so cool. It does actually make that noise. There is a noise though that it doesn't make, which the 7.3 does. If you sit by a door, when you get I think it's 60 feet, the plane starts to completely depressurise and you get a hum. The doors hum. So that they sort of make like a humming air noise, and that continues up until you've touched down, which is quite nice. But they don't have that in the sound pack, but I wouldn't expect them to, because that's going a bit too in detail. The only reason I know that sound is because I fly in this thing every day. So
2500.
There's 2500. Get gear down. Flat 15. Maintain the flat 15 speed. We'll get the lights on. Start switch is continuous. Cabin crew advised. And waiting on flap 30, which will go now. We'll bug the flap 30 speed, which is going to be 150. We'll add 5 knots, so 155. Order throttle off my aeroplane. Let's go flying, shall we? Let me take control and actually start flying the aeroplane. I'll bug up the go around, which is 4,000 feet in Alicante, and do some manual flying. The flight director's off as well. Let's do it raw data with our eyes. And everything up there looks okay. Right. Wind's quite stiff. Straight down the runway though, which is quite nice. Just watching that speed slowly ticking down, so I'll add a little bit more thrust. On the 7.3 it's very important not to overdo it with the thrust coupling. So if you remember, when you add thrust the plane wants to pitch up. If you decrease thrust the plane wants to go down. So make sure when you're flying the 737 to not add too much thrust in small amounts. So if you just push the thrust levers forward, you're going to get a balloon up, and it's going to take you out of stability on your approach. So just gentle, gradual increases, and the aeroplane, you treat it with respect, we'll treat you with respect.
1,000.
There's 1,000 feet. As you can see, the holiday buildings that are in front of us, of skyscrapers on the beach front. 2 red, 2 white. I'm positioning myself slightly downwind to the left of the runway. That crosswind, look at that. Do you see that? It went from a headwind to a crosswind. I knew it was going to do that, and it's going to push us onto the runway. It's the only problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator. You need to get used to how the winds fly, because if we were still bang on... first of all, continue. If we were bang on the centre line, then it would have pushed us quite far right. And as you can see now, with minimal inputs, the wind's blowing us onto the runway.
$100, $50, $30, $20, $10.
Thrust, hold it there. Perfect. Down we are. Speed brakes up. Let's get some reverse out. Nose wheels down. Decelerating. $60 knots. Stow the reversers. Kick the auto brake off, or on the 7.3, the PMDG, sorry, you have to click it off. And welcome down to Alicante, another successful flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And I tell you what, that was a brilliant landing in the 7.3. It's got a nice touchdown physics on the 7.3. It felt really good then in the flare. Nice and stable all the way down. And we can vacate Alpha 2 like we discussed in the brief. And off we go, and I'll pick a stand on the GSX map very shortly. And we'll start to clean the aeroplane up as well. Get the weather radar off. Stow the speed brake. Flaps can come in. Go upstairs. Lights can come off. APU on. Strobes off. Flight director's off, and we swing a right here. And we'll taxi in a straight line for a little bit. Let's come to the GSX map, and I'll try and pick a stand where the actual plane went, which is about there. And we'll go no, and they don't have Ryanair, so we'll just go back on you. We'll go airport, and we'll get these stand charts up with all the different parking stands. So we've already pinned that, and zoom in. We'll go in via Golf Bravo. Like I said, as you can see, I mean, this scenery is actually on X-Plane, and in X-Plane 12 this scenery is absolutely banging, it's brilliant, but in the modern times of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 it's just not up to scratch. So the Alicante scenery, it does really need a huge upgrade, which is a shame, because on other sims I used to fly to Alicante quite a lot. It's a nice short flight from the UK, it's like 2 hours there, 2 hours back. But yeah, in 2024 it's a bit of a shame that there's no suitable alternative. I know there's a freeware one, but if it's an airport I want to fly into a lot, I'm not going to go into a freeware one. So it's we'll go Bravo here, swing it round. And we'll go right here, and as you can see, quite fittingly, you can tell how old this scenery is. There's a Jet2 757-200 with sharklets there, or winglets, sorry. Beautiful, sat with the Rolls-Royce engines, and that gets me very excited for the Bluebird 75, we can then carry on. And our stand is just up ahead. I can see the GSX air stairs there waiting for us. So it'll be double steps disembarking. Taxi light can come off now. And here is our stand coming up. There's 85. And stand 87. This is ours. And we'll give it full left. And I don't have a profile for this, so we'll just eyeball it with the stopping distance. Well, we'll go with the stopping distance. That might be correct, but the... Yeah, that looks pretty good to me right there. But it's telling me I need to go left. Which I suppose, that looks more natural to me. Right, so there we are. Parking brake set, engine 1, 2 off, beacon off, seatbelt sign off, and welcome down to Alicante. So guys, welcome down to Alicante. I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did. Always a pleasure flying the 737 and into a nice scenery in Alicante. Could use with an upgrade, but it's good enough for now. It's really nice departing from that RW Designs or preset, can't remember their full name. But that Newcastle scenery is absolutely stunning. Ended the video with a great landing into Alicante. We'll have some satisfied passengers who are disembarking on their holidays. If you did enjoy today's video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back very soon with another video. If you would like me to fly a recommended route, leave those down in the comments below, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.